Good morning, viewers and students. In the last video, we covered the CA foundation. In first video, what is economics and what is nature of the economics we covered. In the second video, we covered the definitions of economics. So before going to discuss the definitions, what is scarcity? Scarcity means what? Scarcity means what? Scarcity refers to the limitation of supply in relating to demand for a commodity. So in economics, we used scarcity as a relative scarcity, not absolute scarcity. Scarcity in relation to the wants of the society. So when compared with the wants, our resources are very limited. Scarcity imposes limitation on household business firms, government, and the nation as a whole. Law of scarcity implies that consumer wants will never be completely satisfied. Meaning of economics is most closely related. It is situation wants exceeds the resources available to satisfy them. Resources are very scarce. Scarce means what? Limited. Resources are also called as means. So economic meaning is related to scarcity. Choice making. Choice to be made between alternative uses. So we have to select any one. Choice is created by the scarcity of resources. Economic problem arise because of wants are unlimited, never ending, also differ in priorities. Resources are very limited. Resources have alternative uses. So because of that, the choice problem is arises. So economic agents are of consumers, producers, government. They are always trying to satisfy the unlimited wants and limited resources. So choice making is the main activity of economic agents. So now we are going to discuss origin of economics. The term economics has been derived from the two Greek words vocio nomia. Vocio means household, nomia means management. So vocio nomia means what? Household management. Economics in its original sense means the art of household management. How to use the resources effectively in family level. So managing a house with efficient use of the resources. So who is the founder of the economics? Initially in the ancient days, the Greek philosopher Aristotle, 384-322 BC, in his famous book Politics, described economics as a household management. In 1890, economics was studied as a part of other disciplines like politics, ethics, and logics. In the 19th century, economics was known as political economy. So political economy means what? In political science, economy is also part. The credit of developing economics on solid foundation must go to Adam Smith. So he is regarded as father of economics. So first, wealth definition is the oldest definition of economics. Is the first definition of economics. In the 1776, Scotland economist Adam Smith, in his famous book An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nation, defined economics as the science of wealth. So Adam Smith belongs to classical economists. Acquisition of wealth is the main activity of human beings. The definition focuses on the ways and means to increasing the wealth. In his definition, goods are not included. And the second definition is welfare definition. Because wealth definition is unpopular. So Alfred Marshall tried to give right definition to economics. In the 1990, new classical economist Alfred Marshall, in his famous book, The Principles of Economics, defined economics as a science of welfare. According to Marshall, economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines the part of individual and social action which is most closely connected with the attainment with the use of material requisites of the well-being. So in his definition, it encourages how he gets his income and how he uses it, how he used the income for the welfare activities, for his welfare. So he is using the income on the basis of his welfare. Ordinary business of life means what? Study of activities of an ordinary man who lives in society. The primary object and end of economics is promotion of material wealth, not immaterial wealth. The credit of separating economics from other sciences must go to the Adam Smith. He is the architect of microeconomics. So micro and macro, these are the two important parts of the economics. Next, Robbins definition, Robbins scarcity definition. Already we discussed what is scarcity. In the 1931, Lionel Robbins, in his famous book, An Essay on the Nature and Significance of Economic Science, defined economics as a science of scarcity and choice making. Economics is a science which studies human behavior, has a relationship between ends and scare means which have alternative uses. Ends means here wants, means resources. It is a more scientific, analytical, universal, superior to other definition of economics. It is a static definition because it is studying the existing situation. It is based on the following fundamental characteristic features. So what is the main cause for the economic problem is unlimited wants, scarcity of resources, alternative uses. According to Robbins, economics should be neutral between ends. Next, growth definition, another definition to economics. In the 1970 Nobel Prize winner, Professor Paul Samuelson gave a new definition to economics. He supported Robbins' definition. According to him, economics is a science of dynamic growth and development. Economics study present, past, future consumption, production, distribution of goods and services. Growth definition deals the problem of choice in a dynamic society. He shifted the emphasis from scarcity of resources to income, output, employment, and problems of the economic growth. It is a dynamic and comprehensive definition. So time element is introduced. In the course of a time, wants are going to change, resources also going to change, choice making is also change. These are the dynamic growth and development factors in his own definition. And lost definition, it is considered as Jacob Weiner definition. It is considered as modern definition of economics. Jacob Weiner is an American economist. According to him, economics is what economists do. Economics study fundamental problems of the economy. What to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, what provision should be made. These are all the basic problems of the economy is studied by the economics. Now, we are going to objective type questions in this topic. The choice is created by. The choice is created by scarcity of resources. Scarcity of resources. Next, the term economics owes its origin to Greek word okionomia. Okionomia. B is the right answer. And first bit D is the right answer. Okionomia means what? Household management. Okio means household, nomia means management. The classical economists defined economics as science of wealth because wealth definition is given by classical economists Adam Smith, J.B. Say, J. Smith, Walker, A.C. Pigou. This group considered as classical economists. Which one of the future of the Marshall definition? So Marshall definition, it's study of wealth as well as mankind in the ordinary business of life. C is the right answer. Economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. Mankind, C is the right answer. And law of scarcity. Law of scarcity means it implies consumer wants will never be completely satisfied. And D is the right answer. Rational thinking, rational decision making means what? One's choices are consistent with one's goals. So one's choices consistent with one's goals. B is the right answer. Consider the following, decide which economy is without scarcity. Without scarcity. Here none of the above. So every economy having scarcity. Here D is the none of the above is the answer. In economics we use the term scarcity to mean. So relative scarcity, we are not using scarcity in economics as absolute scarcity. Relative scarcity means what? Scarcity in relation to wants of the society. So when compared with the wants, resources are scarce. If the wants are very limited, resources are more sometimes. So scarcity in relation to the wants of the society. Here wants are unlimited when compared with the resources. What implication that resource scarcity have for the satisfaction of the wants? Not all wants to be satisfied. Not all wants to be satisfied. A is the right answer. Scarcity is a situation in which wants exceeds resources available to satisfy them. Wherever wants exceeds the resources, scarcity problem will be arises. A is the right answer. Thank you. Thank you very much.